It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features Kareem Hunt. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it will be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Hey, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson now going to run the option right. Powering his way forward. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Watson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And leading them out in his 4th NFL season, former Temple Owl, P.J. Walker.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. They run again with Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Walker rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 3rd and 19.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Walker. Under pressure, they got him again. former third-round pick Justin Jones bringing the lumber that time. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
It's 4th down.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. On 1st down, it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns at 2-11 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That ain't going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 25 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first and 10, Watson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Herbert now on the option. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
First down, Bears.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now it's Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Herbert once more. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The kick by Gold is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
And the Browns first down.
To throw his DTR. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
And bulldozing his way through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Thompson Robinson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Fourth down, Thompson Robinson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He may go. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On second down, here's Watson. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got his target. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 19-yard line.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Walker. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. The Jets seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Walker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Walker. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll start with the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Watson now going to run the option right. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 9-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd down.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Amari Cooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Round 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Walker's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Walker. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Walker. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And working out of the gun here, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Here's Walker. He's got the connection to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw is Walker. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Walker. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Walker now. Touchdown, Browns. T.Y. Hilton taking it in. And the Browns are able to at least get 1 score back. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 4th down, Walker. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hunt will try going up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. To throw is Walker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Walker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Walker. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On third down, here's Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. That is caught. Down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A carry here for Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up
Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, Herbert. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 25 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down throw for Walker. And this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Walker looking to throw on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff for Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Deshaun Watson so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Njoku from 6 yards away. And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Looking to throw. Walker. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run with Hunt. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Walker. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Starting on the ground with Herbert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Bears.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.